So I'm here in Taxila, another UNESCO site, super psyched, of course. And this city is a Buddhist city. We're in Pakistan, and it's a Buddhist city that was actually founded by the king Menander in the second century AD. Although there's actually four cities here. We're on the top layer, but there's three other cities below us. And I want to show you something really cool. Right here, look at these three Buddhist, like little mini baby temples, okay? They found Buddhas in each one of them. Now, what's crazy about this is that this is Greek. Look at the Greek style here, right? This is obviously Greek. The straight columns, it's got the portico up here. Very typical classical Greek. And then you have here the Greek columns. And then look at this. This is not Greek at all, right? It's an Indian, it's a Hindu arch. And here again, this is the double-headed eagle. Eagles, of course, were very, it was a big thing in Europe, and that was, so the double-headed eagle, of course, we see that, I think, in the States. We got that on some of our, one of our symbols. That was Greek, and then, of course, the Indian. And then this is this has obviously nothing to do with, I don't even know what this is called. I have no idea. I don't recognize it. It might be, it's not, I don't know if it's Scythian. Who knows? I don't know. But up here, I want to show you guys. This is the archaeological ruins behind us. The whole city. So this is one of several cities here in the Taxila region. There was like 5, 6 different cities. And look at the scenery, man. How freaking beautiful is this? Look at that. You've got mountains, a little bit of cragging. I think if you could probably do some little climbing here. And on top of here, this was like a stupa. But over here, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a little stupa in the background here, man. That is original. That beautiful mound, that was a rich person's little temple. And this was the rich area of the city, and that was poor. Now, what's really cool about the city is that it's actually the model for Islamabad. Islamabad was modeled on Taxila because they, for some reason, they really loved the functionality of how the city flowed. And so they copied the city, and Islamabad, of course, doesn't have the traffic, the congestion, the nightmare that you have in places like Lahore and Karachi. So very well done on the planning, and it's 2,000-year-old city, man. But they've got monuments here and statues and that from the museum all the way back to 2500 BC, 2,500 years old, so 500 BC. And everybody passed through here. Alexander the Great passed through here. The Huns eventually destroyed this place. The white Huns from Europe, they came here and they sacked the place and they demolished it. But after the Greeks, there were the Scythians, the Bactrians, the Parthians. All kinds of people came here, and then the city got leveled, of course, by the Huns, who fucking destroyed everything, man. They didn't know how to do anything except destroy shit. But look at that up there, man. Look at that craggy, beautiful like outcrop up there. Man, this place is sick. Really, really cool. And here, I don't know if you guys could see this right here, this area here, that's actually a sundial. There was a big column back in the day where they were able to tell time and use that to, I don't know, whatever they needed time for. Who the hell knows? But yeah, they could tell time. At least that's pretty cool. But really cool place. I'm gonna go check out the rest of the place, and then we're gonna move on to a couple of different other cities in the area. So one of the amazing things about Taxila is that it was actually a multi-ethnic, multi-religious city where different religions coexisted peacefully and harmoniously. We have some Buddhist temples. I think there was some Hindu. And here we have a Jain temple. And the founder of the religion of Jainism, which is a very, non-violent, like vegetarian, vegan. I think they're vegetarian, not vegan. I know they don't kill insects, they don't eat animals, anything like that. Pretty extreme, very, very conscious religion. The temples in India, the Jain temples, are absolutely phenomenal. But anyway, this was one of the first ones, and their founder, Mahavir, is actually, his remains are actually in here. So this actually is almost like part of his burial tomb. I don't know if all his remains are in here, but I know some of them are, so that's pretty cool. So we're now in the palace of Gandufares, one of the kings that lived here at the time. And what's really interesting is that St. Thomas, one of the apostles of Jesus, was here in 40 AD. He was received by the king and was actually allowed to, was given a throne by the king and was actually allowed to preach and I guess proselytize here in this palace. And right here, this is where basically the babies were baptized, and apparently he did quite a number here and baptized a lot of people, got a lot of converts, and there was a thriving Christian community here, obviously, that started happening in the first century AD, in the mid-first century AD. Unfortunately for St. Thomas, he ended up going to India and got killed in Kerala, and that was that. If you're interested in his tomb, you can go to Kerala and see it. So we're in the ancient town of Dharmarajika, which was founded by King Ashoka in the 2nd century AD. And after several earthquakes, the place was leveled. But you can tell, look how beautiful the foundation is here. This is all Kushan, though. Ashoka built a much smaller stupa. And inside the stupa, they excavated, and the legend was that there was the remains of the Buddha were in here. And they actually found 2 of his teeth and his ashes. His ashes are still here. His teeth got removed, and they put it in the museum at Taxila. So this is a very, very important site here, and I want to show you guys something really, really cool here. This is a Jain temple where the founder of Jainism was actually, part of his ashes are in here. And down here you can actually tell there's different levels of different kinds of stone, different things here. But look at this. You can actually see there's different Buddha. This is the meditating Buddha. And look really close. You can actually see there's a little shell right here. Look how cute that is. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a tiny little shell here. It's beautiful limestone. And this is the coolest part here. These are from Greek mythology. So the Greeks actually, this is based on Greek architecture. And these are Atlas. Look at this guy here. Here you go. Look at this. This is little Atlas. They're holding up this level, and that's the blending of 2 cultures. I think this is amazing, man. Truly, truly, truly wicked cool, man. I don't know. I'm just blown away. And this stupa here, look how enormous it is. Again, this was built by the Kushan dynasty, probably in about 400 AD, and then of course it was destroyed by the White Huns. Fuck those guys. Anyway, really cool, super sick. I'm gonna go check out the rest of this place.